Hello YouTubers, this is Doug. Today I want to go over the stock NVIDIA Corporation, stock symbol NVDA. This stock has just gone up tremendously in the last year or two. Now there's the 1 year chart, and you can see it's gone from basically about 30 up, it's tripled up to 109. That's amazing. And I want to kind of investigate this stock a little bit and see, is it real, imaginary, or what's going on here. Just going over using the Yahoo pages here. Let's look at some of the basics and see if that tells us anything. First thing I look at is the price to earnings ratio. 72.13. That's really pretty high. Industry average in semiconductors is about 18. So it's a pretty pricey stock. That tells us it's got a lot of price in it. Dividends 0.5% basically. That's nothing to brag about, but it's a dividend. That's a good sign. We are at the 52-week high, basically the range, which always makes me a little nervous. I don't know. Look at the 10-year chart. I think the stock goes back to 93. You can see it's just the last couple of years taken off and gone nearly vertical. Definitely price has gone up. Now let's look at the conversations tab. See what people are saying. I read over these a while ago. It just basically, here's this one comment. NVDA is a fantastic stock, but is way overheated now. Basically, everybody's just expecting a pullback. It seems to be a good stock, but it's just gotten a little ahead of itself, it looks like. Of course, the conversations, that's what they're thinking. Let's take a look at the statistics and see if we can find anything. It's a big cap stock, 59 billion. That's a large stock. There's the trailing, the forward PE they're predicting for next year, 40, so that's better. The peg is 1.55. You want a low peg number, it could be better. Price to book 13, that's pretty high. 2 or 3 is a better number. Let's see, profit margin, that's a good profit margin. Let's see, quarterly growth, forward dividends. I don't see anything on here that is just, the beta basically tells us it's a real active stock. 1.7, that means it moves a lot more in the market. So if you get this stock, it's going to be volatile. 52-week change up 223%. That's a lot. Profile of the company. This just tells us it's out of Santa Clara, California. It's a semiconductor specialized. It's in the technology sector. It's got 9,000 employees, so it's a pretty good sized company. Just gives a list of the people involved, the main players, where it's located, and NVIDIA Corporation operates as a visual computing company worldwide. It operates 2 segments, the GPU and the Tegra processor. So it's a computer company that has very specialized processing units for video games and other applications in the computer industry. So it's a high-tech company. It's been around since '93. So it's not a new company, but it's not IBM either, as far as it's been around for millennia or decades. But that's okay. Now let's look a little bit on the financials. Okay, on the financials tab here. This is one I always like, this option, or the earnings chart. You can see the earnings are growing. That's a very good sign. That's what makes stocks go up. That's one of the big things, is increased earnings. And it looks like this page is not generating all the information. Let me see if I can refresh it. So we can get some information out of this thing. It's thinking very slow today. Well, maybe we'll come back to this one. Okay, let's go into options. Now this is a big company and it does have a lot of options, so just look at the December 30th, 2016. See there's quite a bit of open interest around at the money. That's where I usually like to look. That tells you what's going on. Implied volatility of 36.26. Due to the volatility of the stock, The options are rather expensive. That's a high implied volatility of 36.26 for an at-the-money call. Open interest of over 2,000, volume 3,000. So there's a lot of activity. That's good. If you like covered calls, this stock is you can write covered calls against it, or you can play the options up or down, or a million different strategies. All right, let's click on the holders tab and see who's holding this stock. Computer's not being very fast this morning. Well, terribly slow actually. Okay, holders tab. Okay. Come back to me. All right, this just gives us a breakdown of held by insiders, 5%, held by institutions, 87%. And so it's held by a lot of institutional holders. And these are some of the people that, let's see, these are on the direct holders, some of the people that own a lot of shares, and the top institutional holders. So you got Vanguard, just a lot of big names, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Fidelity, Vanguard again. So a lot of the big people hold this stock. It's into the market totally. Historical data. This tab gives us just price history data. You can make charts out of this if you want. Dividends. It's got a lot of good information in more tabular form. Now the analysts. Okay, analysts really like this stock. Number of analysts following is 20 this year and going to 25 next year. That's a lot of analysts following. It's a big company, and you can see their ratings on this little chart here to the right are quite good. A lot of strong buys, a lot of buys, some holds, very few sells. So analysts like this stock. And I shouldn't have. I mean, it's been going up and up and up. Of course, it's a little scary for me. Okay, earnings history. This talks about the earnings surprises. They had a big surprise back in October, and that always makes the stock gyrate quite a bit. Earnings per share trend, the current estimates, and then next year they're predicting more earnings. That's a good thing. Growth estimates, that's high. So the analysts like this stock. It's got a buy rating, 2.3, and a price target. Let's see. Oh, the price target, the average is 92. It's already exceeded that. So these analyst reports are slightly out of date. Let's go back to the financials tab. I think that was the one that would not load a while ago properly. And it looks like it's still not loading. Maybe that information is not in there, or it's just real slow. I don't know. I guess we're going to look at that. All right. Well, I hope you got something out of this little conversation or video on Nevada Corporation. It looks like stock is definitely moving up. It's a stock worth watching. It looks like it's a pretty solid company. My only thought or opinion is it's pretty pricey right now, but keep your eye on this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.